All right, so I don't think there's a very good tutorial going for how to set up SVN or Subversion in RStudio with Run AI. So this is my best my shot at it. First things first, within your Docker file where you create your image, you'll have to make sure you have this line here. So it's run apt-get update and apt-get install -y Subversion. Once you have that and you've loaded into your image, you'll have your typical projects. So I can show everyone what our projects look like. So we have projects here. For example, these are all project names that we have. Now, when it comes to setting up a new one, the first thing you want to do is go into your terminal within R. And what we have done is we have a folder that's specifically for our Subversion nodes. So in this case, it's on our neurosci SVN. You're going to have it somewhere else, but that's okay. So go cd dot dot because I want to get into that directory. And now that I'm here, I'm going to go cd into SVN. And now that I'm in the directory where I want to keep all my changes, I can write SVN admin create, and then we're going to give this a name. So in this case, I'm creating basically a new project where we want to house our pediatric care study. So I'm going to do this. Now it may look like nothing's been done, but if we go back into that folder, we'll see that there's a folder now for ped care. From here, we're going to go File, New Project, and we're going to go Version Control. And I'm going to pick Subversion. And for our case, we are going to go File, and then it's / a few times, share team. Our team name is neurosci, SVN, and then we called it, remember this is case sensitive, so be careful. So again, file, and then there's / share team neurosci, and that's just bringing me to this directory here. So I'll try and blow this up a little bit for everyone, but yeah, so I'm just trying to get to here. In our case, I do want it to create a subdirectory because I want to be able to put stuff here. So I put create a project subdirectory in team.projects. So if we go create projects here, it'll take a second, but we should have something decent set up. So from here, if I again refresh this, you'll notice that we have PCare and we have an R project file here. From this point, what I like to do is we have files from a default directory that we have a bunch of startup files for us. And these seem to have moved. So we'll just go back into here. We're going to copy these files here. And I'm going to paste them in this directory. Again, this is just files that kind of sets up our environment. All right, so now within the PCare project, we have the files that I want. So I can go in this little SVN button here, and I can update it. And then I believe we can just commit. So I'm going to commit all these because these are all new, right? I've just put this in. So everything is selected here. And I'll call this creating the new project. And I will commit. At this point, it's going to add all of these files, and essentially then we'll be able to track them. So once this is done, we have our first revision, we can close it. I can also just do this right here. So let's go into one of the files. So manuscript.rmd. This is one of the files where we write our manuscript, which we can show you at a later time. But let's just change something very small. So let's call this abstract name. So we haven't really changed much here. I just called this abstract name. And at that point, I can commit. And the commit message could be like updated text in RMD. I'm not sure if this is going to work as say. No. So first, before we commit, let's try diff. There are no changes. It doesn't like that. But there are changes. Okay, now it showed up. So I updated the text. I'm going to commit this, and I just put a title. So normally we put our initials here in square brackets. So I put, this is my name, it's my initials, and then I updated the text in the manuscript, and now I'm going to commit it. And once that's done, when we go back into the history, it'll show me exactly where I made changes to the file. So hopefully that gets people started a little bit. You see it shows you in red what you had before and green what you just did. Hopefully that gives a little bit of context for people who are trying to get to this point. I know it took me a while to get here, but if it helps anyone, well then